Tonight on Police 10-7, excuses evade a thoughtless thief.
All the cards are mine.
All the cards in the wallet are yours, so why don't they have your name on it?
Mine.
Pardon me?
My one.
And an unfaithful girlfriend gets a taste of her own medicine.
You know, you cheating on me, I fucking got with your mum and your sister. Take that. Eh? Take that.
Also tonight, a train spotter dances with death.
Oh, train. Off the track, man, off the track! Off the track!
And a driver under threat flees from the scene of an accident.
Okay, so what are you running away for?
I'm not. These guys keep bloody hassling me.
You're on your...
I've been assaulted by a female. We've got a couple of very young children in the house. So our informant is waiting outside. He believes he has a broken nose.
Basically, what it sounds like is there's a physical fight that's occurred between male and female. Both parties have called us in different versions of their story. She's our informant, but it's quite likely if he's got physical injuries, then she also may be our offender. Yeah, connect, yeah. So we're just going to approach this incident and just weigh up both sides of the story, look for any physical evidence, and then make a decision based on that.
And when Auckland Constables Warwick Stainton and John Mitchell arrive at the scene, they find a blood-stained Craig waiting on the road, keen to tell them his side of the story.
G'day, mate. Are we here to see you? Where's your partner, man?
she's inside.
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She headbutted me, blood went over the kids, everything. I just held her, that was it. I got my witness over here.
Okay. So she's punched you in the face today, has she?
Headbutted me. I was holding her arm, she was headbutting me, bit me, everything. White marks on my legs. It's my blood. It's all mine.
No worries. Would you mind sitting out here for us? We'll just go and have a chat to her. Give us gold.
Indications are that Craig is the victim, and inside his partner Jill admits she did assault him.
Righto, ma'am. He's got a lot of bite marks on him. A lot of injuries.
But amidst all her tears, it's difficult to ascertain why.
Yeah, she's a bit of a mess, eh? She's crying and carrying on in bits and pieces like that. So, do you want to give me a bit of a rundown of what the story's been?
It's heartbreaking, man. I put her cheating on me. We've been going now 6 years. And she just didn't give a shit. She whipped up, was working at the prison, and she fell in love with the inmate.
Yep.
He got out and they hooked up.
Yeah.
I was sorted all out, and I just said, well, she picked me up, and she said, well, come and get your clothes. Sweet. So I brought my cousin over here to come get the clothes. She had it all packed. Everything was going fine. She said, oh, we'll just have a little civil talk. And she threatened to kill me, and then attacked me, just full on lunged at me.
Yep.
And I could tell she was on something. She's got to be on something. Her eyes were just, unless it's this rage, her eyes were just nearly popping out of her head.
Yeah.
It's obvious to Warwick that Craig's leaving something out of his story, but inside his partner's been more forthcoming, and it seems that Craig's own sordid affairs have sparked the fight.
She said pretty much exactly the same thing, that she's obviously attacked you, okay, and it's been over this affair business.
I haven't slapped her, touched her, anything. I just grabbed her wrist. She might have bruising on her wrist. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't tried to run her head through the window or something just to say that I've done something.
She's made the allegation that you were sleeping with her sister and her mum?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure where she got the information from, but she seems pretty convinced.
She didn't know anything about that until I told her. I said, look, you know, you cheating on me, I fucking got with your mum and your sister. Take that. Eh? Take that. But I'm sure she's cheated on me fucking before. She's cheated on all her boyfriends.
But affairs aside, the issue of Craig being assaulted still needs to be resolved, a matter made trickier by the presence of children.
Are you prepared to give us a statement as to what's happened today?
I'd have to come down.
If we arrest her and charge her, then we'll obviously need to get a statement from you as to what's happened, to put her before the courts.
So what would happen? Would she go overnight?
More than likely, yeah. She'll be arrested, taken back and charged. We'll probably have to remove the children into SIPS care.
What happens if could I stay with the kids?
I'd need to speak with my supervisor about that. That's the option open to us.
Because SIPS ain't an option. No, I want to go through that.
Yeah. Are you the dad?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think they have to have a blood test.
Not wanting to leave his kids with strangers, Craig refuses to give a statement, meaning Warwick's immediate options are limited.
If you're not prepared to make a complaint at this stage, we'll take details off both of you. We know where she lives, and she's the offender in this situation as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and then we can proceed with any charges later on if you change your mind. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's fantastic. Yeah, sweet.
Does that sound like a
Yeah,
plan to you?
that's
All right, because at the end of the day, you're the victim. We're here for you.
Yeah. I don't want her to be apart from the kids.
Well, it's right. We don't want the kids being distressed any more than they already have been. Okay, but then we don't want to trivialise what she's done because she has assaulted you. And take a ride. I'll get some details off her, and then I'll give you a bell tomorrow. All right?
Thank you, guys.
All right, mate.
With Craig on his way, the officers head inside to give a remorseful Jill a one-time warning.
So right now, you just need to look after your kids. All right.
Sorry.
He doesn't really want to press charges, and I dare say by tomorrow he really won't want to do anything about it. He's not going to give us a statement. He's not going to come to court and give evidence for us. So an arrest would really be a little bit premature. In the meantime, I'll also speak to Family Violence back at the North Shore Policing Centre and get some advice from them about what we should do. But at the end of the day, we've got kids to consider. If we remove mum from kids tonight, they go into SIPS, and that doesn't do anybody any help. Those are the sorts of things we've got to consider with this. It's not a cut and dry case of just an arrest and offender. We have other things to consider at this stage. So in this scenario, it is the female that's the offender, surprisingly enough. But when it comes to matters of the heart, well, hell hath no wrath like a woman scorned. So, yeah, leave it at that.
And as Warwick predicted, Craig decided not to follow through with the complaint and the charges were dropped.
Apparently our informant's waiting for you at the bus stop. Apparently our offending youths are still present.
Copy that.
Constables Liz Chambers and Adam King are on their way to the scene of an attack on a man who'd been waiting to catch a bus in West Auckland. When they arrive, they find the victim, but there's no sign of his attacker.
Where have they gone now?
I think they went inside. Probably, I'm not too sure further up.
Why have they punched you? What did you
I was
do?
standing right here,
Roger 15,
and they walked past,
P11
and one girl said, "Do you like walking around Red Peg?" And I didn't reply
Yeah.
because I knew it's trouble. They went up there, they came there, and one guy just punched me in the face.
Do you want to hop in and we'll go for a look for them?
Yep.
Got a male walking in the middle of the road. Direction of travel towards Simon Street.
Right, you just direct me to where you last saw them, mate.
Yeah, just did see orange place there.
Yeah, on the corner.
Yeah.
Although Andrews suffered a nasty blow, he still managed to watch his attacker run away. And it's not long before they find him further down the road.
Yeah, the white top, the guy with the white top, he punched me on the face.
There's two with a white top.
No, this one with the 8 on.
Hey guys.
8.
And she was the one started to assault me for no good reason.
Yeah. What's been going on tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, you've had a bit to drink tonight, eh?
No problem, no. What? We didn't cause any problem.
Okay. Well, you did. Okay. We've got someone in the car that said that he was walking on Sandringham Road and you punched him in the face.
What?
Okay. Why did you do that?
I didn't do that.
Why did you punch him in the face?
I didn't do that.
Well, he's saying you did.
Arrest me then.
Pardon?
Arrest me then.
Why did you punch him in the face?
I didn't.
Pardon?
I didn't.
You got any ID on you?
Nah.
I knew.
No, arrest me then.
Hey,
I just want to get to the bottom of what happened.
what happened is what I want to know.
I didn't fucking punch anybody.
But there is another witness to the attack. A statement from Brian's companion backs up Andrew's claim.
We met him at the park and he was trying to pull the doors open and he was trying to tell us that he was waiting for his friends and then next thing turned around and fumbled back and I was like,
Okay, so you saw him hit him.
I didn't see him but I saw the guy stumbling on. So I pretty much knew what happened.
Why did you punch him?
I didn't.
Why did you punch him? Just tell me the truth. What happened?
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah?
That's the truth.
Where?
I don't remember.
You don't remember punching him, but you did, hey? Because there's two witnesses that saw you punch him. All right? So why did you punch him?
I don't know.
As Brian struggles to come up with an excuse against the statements from both witnesses, a passing motorist stops and puts an end to any hope he's got of avoiding criminal charges.
That guy there actually just punched in my car here. I was coming around the corner, he was right in the middle of the road here, he wouldn't move over, and he just went bang to my car.
I'll just get you to hop in the car, just park on the other side of the building. The car that just up here, you went and punched the car.
Yeah.
What did you do that for? Angry?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you did do it?
I don't remember.
Okay, you've given me tolerance?
So you know now you're not obliged to say anything. Anything you do say may be given evidence, all right? You have the right to refrain from making a statement. You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delay and in private, and you'll be given that opportunity as soon as practicable. Do you understand your rights? Now you're under arrest for assault.
As Brian's situation turns from bad to worse, he accompanies police back to the station. And on the way, he seals his fate as they find evidence that he's also been stealing.
All the cards are mine.
All the cards in the wallet are yours, so why don't they have your name on it? Pardon me? Yeah, my colleague did check. So where has that wallet come from? Where have those cards come from? Pardon?
Give that to you both.
Who's?
Just that way, a couple
Sorry?
shifts ago we had
I asked you who's.
a wedding reception place where they set off fireworks when the couple leave.
Your wallet with someone else's cards in.
It's that Kiwi Bank one, Liz.
Okay. I'll look into that when we get to Auckland Central, all right? So we're going through to Auckland Central now where you'll be processed, you'll be fingerprinted and photographed. And if there's no outstanding warrants, you'll be bailed to appear in court within the next 7 days, okay? You understand that?
Once Brian was bailed, he later appeared in court on the charge of assault. He was convicted and sentenced to 55 hours community service.
Gonna check that for somebody. It's just south of Weymouth Road.
Constables Aji Basra and Sam Fihaki have received a call that a man has been causing problems on train tracks near Manurewa in South Auckland.
Yeah, is he still there, is he?
Already a number of trains have been stopped by his presence on the tracks, and the officers are anxious to get there before an accident happens.
Hopefully the dude's not spread all over the tracks.
The danger for the man is real. This area is part of the main trunk line in and out of Auckland, and there are passenger and freight trains through the area on a regular basis.
Oh, train. Off the track, man, off the track! Off the track, man. You want to get hurt? Get off the track. What are you doing here?
Me?
Yeah.
Just getting in.
The man is heavily intoxicated and disoriented and has no idea of the danger he is to himself or the train.
Comes him and I fight. Do you want in custody? No problems. Look at that. Train that way, train that way. What are you doing on the train tracks? Dude, I'm gonna lift you over. Don't run, eh?
There's little chance of Ted running anywhere, but he's earned a ride back to Papakura Station, where he'll be kept until he's sober.
You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delay and in private. Then you'll be given that right as soon as practicable. Do you understand these rights? Stupid, eh? It's not good. Could get hit by the train, man. You could have got hit by the train.
I should do them very fast.
How much have you had to drink today?
Not much.
Eh?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much? Half. Half a can?
No,
One?
Yeah.
How many bottles of wine?
Not bottles. The cars.
Cass?
Yeah.
How many?
It's only half.
Half a cass. This gentleman here has had a few drinks. He's been laying on the train tracks. Is that right? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to detox him, take him to Papakura Police Station, and he'll be released once he's sober to go home. Yeah?
But before they make it to Papakura Station, Ted begins detoxing of another kind, prompting an unscheduled stop.
Would you do that in the car? Did you do that in the car?
No, before, down by the tracks. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Not a very nice thing to do, eh, mate? Yeah.
Go wipe yourself down, eh?
That's it.
Yeah, go clean yourself up and then we're going to Papakura. Yeah. Sweet.
And once Ted's business is finished, it's a tension-filled journey back to Papakura.
It's been a long time.
You're a good man, are you? Went good today, though.
I'll be naughty today.
I've been naughty today.
Ted can be held in detox for up to 12 hours or until he's sober. In this case, he did sober up and was later released.
Heading along St Tourist Road, heading west, male Caucasian, aged 50s, wearing a leather jacket.
Christchurch constables Chris McPherson and Corinna Wern have been called to intercept a man who's fled the scene of an accident. And with information being relayed from pursuing witnesses, it's not long before they find their man.
Well, you're just going to stop by the beach. Is your car crashed around the corner?
Yeah, it is. What's going on, mate? Nothing. I'm fine.
He was the driver, and he's got an agent. He's got an agent
we'll get your details. If someone's still in the car, is she alright?
I don't know whether anyone's in the car.
No. Who's in the car with you?
No. An agent guy. An agent man.
Yeah. Okay, he's in the car now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you running away for?
I'm not. These guys keep bloody hassling me.
You're on your
Right. They're pushing me around.
Hey,
Just, you guys go and wait over the
Sure. We're out here anyway.
Do you want to have a word to
Well,
him?
we need you to stick here, mate.
Okay.
We need
Let's
you
get
to
some
stay here
details,
because we
mate.
need to get some details of you.
We need to
Just
figure
got my
out.
dinner on the table, that's all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice to just go and wait here.
Come, Sona.
Going for them.
To
I was just coming around the corner and I just got into a skid and I just hit the power pole. And that's it. We came out and these guys started giving us a bloody hard time.
Who else is in the car?
Friend of mine.
Okay. What, is he alright?
Yeah, he's
Is he
fine.
waiting with me?
Yes, he is.
Believing he's blameless, Marcus recites his story to Chris. But for witnesses talking to Corinna, the events unfolded differently.
He said, "You've been drinking, mate." He started to walk away, so he got his papers out of the car and started to
Suspecting alcohol has contributed to the crash, Marcus undergoes and fails a roadside breath test. But before they take him back to the station for an evidential test, police must deal with a more pressing matter at the crash site.
There's a passenger who was seen to get out of the vehicle. At this stage we don't think he's injured, but he's obviously wandered off, so we're not concerned about him at the moment. Excuse me, do you know this fella?
He's my husband.
That is your husband? Okay, that's fine. I thought that might be the case. Look, you obviously what's happened here this evening, he was returning home, is that right? Yeah, he's obviously had a bit of an accident. He's admitted to having a few drinks.
He has had a few drinks.
Unfortunately for him, we've done the initial test and he's shown as being over the limit. Now, there was a passenger in the vehicle.
Yeah.
We don't know where he's gone, but apparently he was out walking around, so didn't appear to be injured. Do you know? Have you heard from him? He has rung you?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's fine?
He's at home.
He's at home?
Yeah, he's fine.
With the passenger's well-being confirmed, attention can now move back to Marcus, who's still continuing his unusual version of events.
So how fast do you think you're going?
I just came from the stop sign.
Yeah.
Probably 30 k's.
So what happened to your passenger? What happened?
With the car
Yep, okay.
to go and get on the to get a phone to try and ring the a breakdown truck or something. I asked the help of about 4 guys to give us help to push it off the street, and these 2 guys came over and started punching me around.
There were quite a few people at the scene that had cell phone. Did you not think to borrow one of theirs?
No, well, one guy was on the phone, so I was concentrating on trying to get it off the road.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I have, but I can never remember the number.
Do you have that cell phone on you at the moment?
Yeah, I do.
Does it store its own cell phone number?
I actually don't know.
So you have a cell phone and you could have used it to call the police or tow truck driver or whoever?
I didn't think I needed the police.
But police were called, as witnesses suspected he'd been drinking and driving, and now Marcus's fate is just a breath test away.
Let's go. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. And yep, that's it, stop blowing. Brilliant, machine says.
And with a reading under the limit of 400, Marcus can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Because you've got some alcohol in your system and given the fact that you've been involved in a traffic accident this evening,
Yeah, no,
I'm going to forbid you to drive for 12 hours.
No, that's, yeah.
Okay.
Could I just say something? I usually go to the club on a Friday night with friends, and I never, ever, ever take my car. I walk. Okay? I've never had an accident. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if somebody poured some oil on the road, or all of a sudden the back just swung round, and
what will happen from here is we're going to have a look into the circumstances behind the accident, and we may find that it's necessary to look at your actions this evening in driving the vehicle, and the circumstances behind the accident. Probably the moral of the story, mate, is the fact that if any alcohol at all, it's not worth taking the risk.
Look, I'm not making excuses for myself, mate.
Oh, we don't need to say that.
After further investigation, police found careless driving was not the cause of the accident and no charges were laid. Next week on Police 10-7, there's no denying the crime when the shoe fits.
Admit you've done wrong. I've just taken the shoe off you. The foot matches your imprints in the van.
And reports of an armed stalker
If I came out here, you probably would have had me in the head.
has police on high alert.
You got no weapons on you at all? Never walk around.
Sure.
Police 10-7, there's no denying the crime when the shoe fits.
Admit you've done wrong. I've just taken the shoe off you. The foot matches your imprints in the van.
And reports of an armed stalker
If I came out here, you probably would have had me in the head.
has police on high alert.
You got no weapons on you at all? Never walk around.
Sure.
Also tonight, allegations run wild when a cat is let loose.
Yeah, cat.
That makes sense.
walk.
It breaks your wall.
Yes.
My little cat's broken your wall.
Yeah.
And car problems in Canterbury cause a lover's tiff.
Fucking start it. What are you up to, mate?
Richard Elwood and Andy Bremner are on their way to investigate.
There's a group of guys fighting and being abusive on the street. They've had a couple of complaints this time, so yeah, we'll just go out there and suss out what's going on.
There's another way we can go.
Yeah, and I want to get there quick.
Yeah, that's the
I don't
quick
want to catch them in the act, so I'm going to flick the lights off in a tick.
Despite their haste, by the time police arrive, the offenders have already disappeared, leaving behind a trail of destruction. But when Richard and Andy search the area, they find a well-known troublemaker skulking in the shadows.
Don't go away, mate. Oi, don't go away. What are you doing?
Going back to my mate's house.
What have you been doing?
I don't know.
Hey?
Having a few beers.
Having a few beers? Fighting?
No.
No, you have, because we've been called up here, mate, all right? Well, how can you're the guy in the Red Bull T-shirt, KTM? Pretty clear identification, mate. Don't try and play hardball. You have to go to the... What does it mean?
I'm going back to my mate's house.
Yeah, what have you been doing before you go back to your mate's house?
Nothing.
Hey?
Nothing.
We don't get mad and all this sort of all over your face for nothing, do you? What have you been smashing up?
Nothing.
Hey?
Nothing.
I'm giving you an opportunity to tell your side of it. No, you're not under arrest at the moment. At the moment?
No, seriously, I'm not even cold.
You're not even cold?
No.
You had quite a bit to drink, have you?
No, not really.
No.
Having a bit of female problems.
You had a bit of female problems, are you?
Yeah.
But woman troubles will be the least of Gavin's problems, as another officer arrives with statements from witnesses that clearly identify him as the key offender.
That's him?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. And did these ones see them? See him too?
No, but his door's been pressing his door.
You're under arrest for willful damage, mate. You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say maybe is...
Willful damage against what?
Telephone box up there, let's go.
What telephone box?
That one up there.
What did I do?
You smashed it up.
I didn't smash shit.
Tell it to the judge, mate. Right across the other side.
I didn't smash anything.
You're not being very cooperative and you fit the description like I said before. You've got blood on your face and you're angry, man.
I didn't smash anything.
While Richard's been dealing with Gavin, Andy's tracked down the mates he was arguing with, and it turns out the phone box wasn't the only victim of Gavin's bad temper.
You keep the bloody car as well, mate. Oh, let me see. Young fella's pretty uncooperative, not saying a heck of a lot. So just borrowed his shoe
and see if there's any marks on here that's similar to the shoe. And yeah, see the pattern there? I'll call that a dragon. And then we've got a dragon here and all that sort of thing. It's the right side. Yeah, lovely.
With damning evidence now complementing the witness ID, you'd think Gavin would come clean. But much to Richard's frustration, he continues to play dumb.
What for damage? Kicking the truck in the telephone box?
Oh,
look. One day I thought you would grow up and at least be honest. And you haven't got the balls to bloody admit you've done wrong. I've just taken the shoe off you. The foot matches it, okay? Your imprints in the van.
As the shoe fits, there's no avoiding the inevitable. And Gavin is taken back to the station, still claiming he's innocent, though it's a view even his friends fail to share.
He wanted to drive his car and wouldn't let him, and he got all aggro about it. So, you know, being drunk, he would want to. So, you know, we just after a while just let him go and do his own thing. Obviously, it wasn't a good choice, so now he just have to suffer the consequences.
Hopefully, this young man will be held accountable for his actions. And yeah, we'll be certainly looking for some reparation for the damage for the four-wheel drive and for Telecom for the damage to the window.
In court, Gavin finally changed his tune and pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to 2 months in prison and ordered to pay $1,676 in reparation for the damage he caused.
BBI 3, go to 1.
It's late Saturday night on Auckland's North Shore, and constables Dan Weir and Mark Wakefield have been called to a residential address where there have been reports of a prowler.
Informant lives alone and is quite terrified. Copy, 10-2.
This come in as a 1C job, which means suspicious type activity. Somebody's heard a knock on their front door, and they're a little bit concerned because they're not expecting anyone probably at this time of the night. So we'll shoot through to the address, which is top end of Glenfield Road, and we're one of 2 units that are responding at the moment.
Another unit has already arrived, and police move quickly to get the investigation underway.
I thought she said to the right, wasn't it? I thought she said to the right, wasn't it? Up the drive to the right.
It appears the residents know the assailant as a local cat burglar and have him trapped at the property.
Turns out that this is just the neighbour's cat was heard in the garage meowing its head off. The neighbours have come over and knocked on the door. The person in the house didn't know who it was at the time and it's called us. So we're now just trying to get the cat out of the garage.
Which isn't going to be easy, as Bob the cat is well known to the locals as the toughest Tom in town.
You did the right thing by calling us, yeah.
But the cat broke my wall.
Broke your wall?
Yeah, and I spent a lot of money to avoid the cat.
It's one of those cat burglar ones.
And I spent the cat repellent and the pepper spray and the bleach, but that didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll get rid of your cat for the cat for tonight.
So it means even the owner, I'm calling him, but he doesn't listen.
So a scared cat, very scary cat.
Hey, Bobby! Even I closed everything.
Get out me!
Get out of here! Inside the house from the upstairs.
Yeah.
No, but why did you do that?
As it looks like Bob will finally be taken into custody, he decides to chance it with one of his 9 lives.
Did he come back?
No, he's out. He's just run off down the drive.
Unfortunately, Bob's hasty exit still hasn't provided a satisfactory outcome for the owner.
That makes sense. He breaks your wall.
Yes. So I have to fix the wall. It's over there.
My little cat's broken your wall.
Yeah. And I spent a lot of money to avoid getting to my property. So I bought a lot of cat repellent and the pepper spray and bleach didn't work. And also, you know, even though I was outside, so your cat is put some urine. So it's very smelly.
Oh, our cat. That wouldn't. Well, if he was locked in there, he might do that, I guess. But I apologise. I'll try and train my cat to not get on your property if I can avoid it. I don't think it'll work, but I'll try.
You don't think you can?
I don't think you can train the cat not to come here.
So means how you can solve?
I'm not sure.
You are the owner.
I know, but cats aren't like dogs. You can't train them.
That's another thing, but no, if you can't control, means how you can prove and how can promise?
Well, I can't promise, but I can try.
How?
I don't know. Should I only let him out with a lead?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to work for me, so I'm sorry. It's a silly conversation.
Okay, could you fix the wall?
No, because I don't know how my cat could break a wall.
Because that's a proof. You're the key.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a silly conversation. I'm leaving. That's cool. You okay now?
No, he refused to fix the wall.
Yeah, well, no one's got any proof to say that the cat did do it. Did you see the cat break the wall?
But I saw the same cat.
Did you see the cat punch a hole in the wall?
No, because there is only one cat who which tried to get into my property, even though I protect it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we'll go and look for the cat, and if we find it, we'll have a good talk to it. Make sure it doesn't break into your house again.
How?
I don't know, we'll go for a look and see.
We came home this evening. We went looking for our cat. We heard meowing. We determined that he was in our neighbour's garage, upon which time we went over to the neighbours, knocked on the door. With no response, we yelled up to the window that our cat was locked in the garage and would they kindly mind opening the garage. Nothing happened for, I'd say, a good 20-25 minutes. And then the police arrived and the matter seemed to be resolved at that point.
So we got him out of the garage, all right.
Here in New Zealand, we can't put cats on leashes, so you can't control a cat. If a cat's going to go into your garage, it'll do what it wants to do. But we've had assurances from the owner of the cat that he's going to attempt to train it to not come onto your property. God knows how, but we'll see how he goes. All right?
But we lock our cats in at night. We're responsible pet owners. But just find it difficult to believe that a neighbour, can't help someone out when their cat gets locked in their garage.
Yeah, so...
They don't roam the neighbourhood. They're not bad cats. They're just...
As far as we're aware, they're not bad cats.
In this instance, Bob the cat was allowed to go home with his family after being given a stern warning. Avondale Constable Scott Leonard and Tama Murahu are on patrol when a call comes through about an incident in Mount Roskill.
Yeah, we're just off to a threats intimidation job in May Road. Apparently there's a male there who's threatening occupants with a hammer. So we'll rush along there. There's 6 children present. At this stage, information says he's outside. Hey, g'day. What's your name, bud?
Have you just come from an address up here?
No.
At the scene, they find a highly intoxicated guy called Glenn, who seems bewildered by the police attention.
You've no idea why we're talking to you? No, we just had some complaints from people up the road here.
108.
Just want to have a chat to you about that.
Mob vehicle. Yeah, Roskill. You know what, G?
So you want to talk to us about what's been going on?
Yeah, bro. Mob, bro, this is the mob hood.
And when Tama finally gets Glenn's attention, he admits nothing.
So what's been going on up the road?
Bought a couple of beers.
Yep.
A few drinks on my phone.
Haven't been having an argument with anyone up the road there?
Nah.
You haven't had an argument with some people in the house just up here? Said nothing to them? Have you stopped at any of the places to have a drink or anything up here? You sure?
I went to the wholesalers.
Yep.
Bought me a couple of beers. I'm off my way home.
Yep. And you definitely haven't stopped at just one of these places up here? Spoken to anyone in there?
But Glenn's denials aren't going to get him anywhere. He's previously been trespassed from the address, and Kirsty, the woman Glenn's been harassing, is really angry that she's had to face yet another confrontation.
He turned up, he came to the front doorstep. He's not allowed on this property, he has a trespass. I came to the door, I pulled the door curtain back, saw him, he's going like this to me, and I went in and told my mother. She came to the door not knowing that it was actually him, and she opened the door and they were standing here having a conversation, I don't know what about. Then she came back in and closed the door, and then he came back and I opened the door. Mum was on the phone to his sister, telling his sister, and I came to the door, I opened it and I told him to leave. He would not listen. I says, please leave, you have a trespass here. And he still wouldn't listen, and he just mumbling stuff, I don't know what, he's wasted. And told him to F off, that made him even worse. And then he got out the front here and I told him to leave and never come back, and he just stood out there carrying on, and that was about it.
Kirsty's mother is claiming that Glenn threatened her with a hammer, but there's no sign of it anywhere.
You got no weapons on you at all?
Never walk around with weapons, but...
You sure?
Yeah.
A search of Glen and the surrounding area doesn't turn up the hammer. And up at the house, Kirsty can't confirm her mother's claims.
When did he bring the hammer up?
I did not see no hammer. No, I have not seen no hammer, but he was telling me at the window to come out and step them out down here. And I said, I'm not bloody coming out there. And then Mum called the cops.
So he hasn't made any threats to you?
Well, he basically told me to come out and step him out. That's a threat. If I came out here, he probably would have hammered me in the head. He has been walking around my car down here. He comes up here all the time, every bloody night.
Did your mother actually see the hammer?
I don't know. She's the one that came to the door.
We'll go over another word with her.
All right then.
But Kirsty's mother's been drinking and seems a bit confused about the hammer, although Glenn shouldn't have been on the property.
Tom's confirmed that he's still trespassed. Oh, from there? Yeah.
And Glenn's now admitting that he's been up at the house, so it's time to get him off the street.
Hey mate, you know you've been trespassed from there, and you keep going back all the time. Right, so I'm going to arrest you for that, alright? You're going to come through to Central, because you're under arrest, you have some rights. You have the right to refrain from making a statement. You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer. You'll be given those rights as soon as practicable.
Glenn was processed at Auckland Central Station and released a few hours later. When he appeared in court, he was found guilty of trespass. He was ordered to stay away from Kirsty and her mother and was then discharged. Constables Carl Christensen and Rob Stokes are on patrol in Linwood, Christchurch, when a dodgy car catches their attention.
Yeah, we're just shooting off to try and catch up with a car here. We've just seen coming the opposite way past us. Looks incredibly dodgy. The windows are all blacked out. It's got lights out at the back, and it's now looking like it's trying to get away. Oh no! Sped up for a few minutes there to try and get away from us, but obviously it's decided against it now. We're just going to 3T them, have a chat, and make sure the driver's not drunk. G'day, how are you? Hi. Has your night been alright?
Yeah.
Just out cruising, are you?
Nah, just going home, mate.
Just going home, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet as, it's all good.
Yeah.
You know your back stop lights out? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's not a big problem. Okay. Been drinking tonight at all?
I had a sip a few hours ago.
Okay. Just count to 10. Just say your name, please, and count to 10 after that.
Hey, what's with the camera? Lauren. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Just please 10-7, mate. That's all.
Oh, sweet. Is it?
Yeah. But you won't be on it because there's no problems.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no, you should put us on it anyway, eh?
Fuck yeah.
Right, the fitness is way out, eh?
You know, I just got the car the other day, eh?
That's out too.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be on the road, mate. That's way out. That's just not like a couple of months. That's like a couple of years.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why we're getting a engine warrant tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be even driving now, though, should you?
Yeah, well, we just got the tyres fixed.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be driving now, though.
No.
Okay, you know that. Okay, just wait here. Have you got your licence and stuff on you?
Yep. Sure do.
The car hasn't been registered or warranted since 2005. It's now early 2007, so it's a little bit outside the area, to give them a bit of a warning. The girl's a restricted driver. The owner of the car is in the passenger seat. He's drunk but cooperative, and he's admitted he's peeled off a green non-operational off the car. The sticker we put on to say the car shouldn't be on the road.
Now I'm getting fines, which is something I'm used to.
Why are you getting fines? What are they for?
Warranty and rego. But we're not getting the ones for the green sticker. Yeah. Yeah. Which is all good.
The car's in a bad shape. It's in a bad way. And of course the normal line we always get is, oh yeah, I was going to get it done tomorrow, but after 2 years, there's always tomorrow, isn't there?
Better her driving than me, because I wouldn't have stopped.
And Lauren, how come you're driving outside the conditions of your restricted licence?
Because I don't give a fuck.
But Lauren might change her mind, because after a background check, Carl has some bad news for her.
I'll give you a bit of leeway because you guys got a good attitude, don't give me grief. The problem is when they're that far out, I don't really have any leeway, and you can probably understand that, eh? Okay?
Yeah, it got stickered for bald tyres and no region warrant. But we fixed the bald tyres, and we get the region warrant tomorrow.
Yeah. Everyone gets it tomorrow. All I want to do one day is pull over somebody who actually got it today.
Well,
everyone gets it tomorrow.
Okay, if you waited and pulled us up tomorrow, we would have got it.
It would have been still tomorrow, wouldn't it?
It's payday tomorrow.
It would be today tomorrow if it was today.
Payday tomorrow.
Yeah. Fair enough. Down the bottom here, I've put down, you can keep driving this vehicle until 1:30. Okay, it's now 10 past, you've got 20 minutes.
You know, that's
After that, you get put over the car,
First
get
thing
some...
in the morning, I'm going straight to
Good
the
man, that'll be
place.
good, okay? So you hang on to that to get you home, all right? The green sticker on the window. Just put it down here, mate, all right? So the view a bit, so you can still drive. As I explained to you before, it's $600, okay, for removing a non-op order, and it's $600 for driving a vehicle with a non-op order. Okay, so I'm not going to give you those 2 tickets, only because you guys have been sweet as a deal for giving me no grief. All right, but I'd have to give you those ones there because I can't be too kind. All right?
It's just we have to get the car. So ring Euro Autos, you know, car show in the weekend. We've got to paint.
We'll get it all sorted out by then, eh? Because I mean, you've got a few days to get it done.
Oh,
back to roadworthiness, all right?
Hours, mate.
All right, guys. You take care.
Mate.
But it might take a while before the warrant and rego get done, because having stopped, the car now refuses to start.
Button. Oh dear.
Oi, what are you doing? Fucking start it. You leave the lights on. What are you up to, mate?
What the fuck did I tell you, cunt?
Bloody woman, eh?
Finally, the pair can get on their way. No one knows if the car ever got up to legal standard. Next week on Police 10-7, a pee addict tries taking tips from police.
How do you take pee out of a plastic straw? That's how you do your lines. Oh, okay. Your lines? Oh, can you show me?
A flasher gets exposed to some unwanted attention. And a drunken teen gives police more than they bargained for.
Do you want an hour?
Cash there.
And paranoia consumes the victim of an unexplained assault.
How come you pulled me up just around the corner?
We didn't pull you up. It's the first time I've met you tonight, but I did meet you a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, hello, GPS, local positions.
In 7, a pee addict tries taking tips from police.
How do you take pee out of a plastic straw? That's how you do your lines. Oh, okay. Your lines? Oh, can you show me?
Also tonight,
In the bushes down over there.
Just in this area here?
No, you see the big bush
Oh, yep.
just down in there?
Just in this area here?
There he is.
a flasher gets exposed to some unwanted attention. And a drunken teen gives police more than they bargained for. And the inevitable happens as she exits the car.
Do you want an hour?
Cash there.
And paranoia consumes the victim of an unexplained assault.
How come you pulled me up just around the corner?
We didn't pull you up. It's the first time I've met you tonight, but I did meet you a couple of weeks ago.
Please, hello, GPS, local positions.
Rambo's keen to do this?
Just been updated that the smell has collapsed, so we've got ambulance on the way.
Copy that.
It's Thursday evening and Dunedin constables Nathan White and Sally Hulls are racing to the scene of an assault where they find 2 witnesses attending to Elgin, a guy they've encountered many times before. And although Elgin's not happy to see police, a gaping stab wound in his knee means he needs their help.
Who's rolled you over? Who's assaulted you tonight?
I don't know, but I'm gonna walk home.
Are you sure you've been assaulted and not sniffing your solvents? You actually
We
seen it?
saw them.
Okay.
The crap out of him here. He's got a monster lump on the back of his head. He's
Okay.
got a
Yep.
stab wound in his head.
Sorry. Do you know where the offenders went? Did you see them?
We actually did a U-turn. Yeah, well, they saw us, and I think they ran up that way.
Okay. Cunningham from what? The offenders are thought to have gone up Bowler Ave towards Kenmure Road.
Have we got a description here on the street yet about them?
We're just still working on that. The victim, he's a solvent abuser. He's away with the theories just in regard to the solvent abuse. We're just still working on that description. Argyle.
Now knowing the offender's direction of travel, other police begin searching the area while Nathan and Sally inspect Elgin's injuries.
Do you want to lift up your pant leg for me? And just show me your leg?
Oh, I think it's there, man. Shit, that's
We'll take me down.
It's a good old gash there.
Yeah, nah, it's all good.
So we'll get some.
That's my upuku. It's my head.
Because we look at that. Can we look at the back of it? Hey, we've got an ambulance coming.
While they wait for the ambulance, Nathan tries to get more details from Elgin, who's having trouble keeping his thoughts in order.
You motherfuckers set me up, didn't you?
No, they're with us.
Yeah, well, how come I came to the... How come you pulled me up just around the corner?
We didn't pull you up. It's the first time I've met you tonight. But I did meet you a couple of weeks ago.
Well, please, hello, GPS, Global Positioning System.
Hey?
Well, how come
What do
I
you-
got the bash?
Oh, that's what we're here to try and find out.
Yeah, maybe I'll just take some details off you. Is that okay?
Yeah, well, that's all good. I just want to get home and have a feed.
So do you don't know who these guys are at all?
No,
They're not mates of yours or
who
anything?
cares, man? Fuck.
Oh, yeah, we're sort of concerned. We can't have people running the streets and assaulting people. Can you recall anything of what's happened?
It was right next to your police car.
When was that?
As Elgin's recollections sink further into oblivion, the ambulance arrives and Nathan can hand him over.
With head injuries, they might advise that you head with them down to A&E, and just in case there's any sort of delayed reaction from it.
And although Nathan's had little luck with Elgin, Sally's been able to get a description of the offenders from the informants.
What I saw, it looked like an army fatigue type of jacket type of thing.
Army fatigue, you mean like a camouflage?
Well, yeah, kind of thing, yeah. And
can you remember, like,
really
was it
short hair.
Can you remember, like, is it green camouflage or more like a brownie? There's a couple of different styles out there.
Hard to see, it's quite dark.
It is dark, yeah. That way there, I think that's the best we've got at the moment. Yeah. What we're just doing at the moment is our dog handler, he's tracking, he's got a scent down nearby Argyle Street. He's since followed up onto Whitby Street, and we've got a couple of cars over in that part of the town just to head off anyone that might be sort of trying to sneak out that way.
With police searching the area, it's not long before they find a suspect who fits the witness's description.
Black and grey cap, brown hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, one.
Copy. Our dogs have finished tracking, a couple of guys were located. One of the group staff has come up with some digital photos of these guys, and we've just shown them to the two witnesses we have here to see if we've got a bit of a match. Unfortunately, it was a negative result. Time delay is starting to get up now. We're getting up to around about 40 minutes or so. You can travel a long way in 40 minutes, even on foot.
With the time delay affecting the chance of catching up to the offenders, police have to wrap up the scene. Elgin was taken back to Dunedin Hospital, where he was treated for his wounds before being sent home later that night. Unfortunately, his attackers were never found. New Zealand is known for its breathtaking scenery, but on a chilly Saturday afternoon at Dunedin's St Kilda Beach, 3 teenage girls have been exposed to a horrifying sight.
Yeah, we're just looking for a male who's been exposing himself on the beach, believed to be down in this area here, so we're just going to go and have a check. Male Caucasian, age is 30s or 40s, so we're just going to go and find out, see if he's down this way. And whereabouts is he?
Yeah. He's by that guy
just
there.
T1,
And you go down Wooden Stairs and keep walking in the bush.
Up in the bush, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, S3 from I3. He's down along that track in the bush, just up from that male that's on the beach now. Did he expose himself to you guys?
All right, down by Forbury, Race Park, is that right?
You guys want to come along with me?
As Constable Neil Kettings is taken to the scene, another unit approaches from the opposite end of the track.
And so whereabouts was it? Down in this area?
Yeah, we're walking.
Alright.
And as police close the gap, it's not long before a likely suspect is sighted.
Copy, just sighted one person ducking back in to the bush on the beach area.
Yeah, that's me.
Copy.
Is that the guy walking back towards you guys?
Negative, don't believe so. Just in the bush, not far from, in between where you are and where that person is now. Come on, up.
Got me threes up on top.
In the bushes down over there.
Just in this area here?
No, you see the big bush
Oh, yeah.
just down in there?
Just in this area here?
There he is.
But Constable Brenton Rooney is a little too well dressed to fit the Flash's profile. However, someone was seen entering the bush and police now converge on his likely hiding spot.
That's he's just in there, Brenton, somewhere.
And with few places left to hide, it's no surprise when Brenton calls to confirm the suspect's been found.
What was he wearing?
The description that was given.
Yeah, green jacket or?
A male cork with a beard wearing a green jacket and very little else underneath. That was the second job.
Is that right? Did not have much else on?
No, nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirt over his face with a...
Let's walk past and let's have a look. And is that him? Right. That's definitely him.
Yeah.
No, just the thing it is.
Thanks very much. Just coming inside.
With a positive ID, Brenton reads the suspect his rights. But Percy is determined to squirm his way out of trouble.
It's terribly unfortunate that you're here. You fit the description, you've been identified. And I think that's just a strange turn of events.
My girlfriend's at work.
So you walked from this way? You said your girlfriend was at home? And you pointed that way?
That's the way we did it. I was out with her.
Which is in where? You said come with me, mate. Come on. I think you're lying to me.
Despite his efforts, Percy's alibi fails to impress. And back at the car, Brenton discovers another reason behind Percy's unease.
As a result of finding this chap down in the beach, he's going to be charged with committing an indecent act for exposing himself to the young ladies. That's an offence that carries a punishment of 2 years imprisonment. A subsequent search of him also located a large amount of cannabis seeds and some utensils, so he's also going to be facing a couple of charges in relation to that. He's going to be bailed from here later this evening and will appear in court next week.
In court, Percy escaped an indecent act conviction due to insufficient evidence. He was, however, charged and convicted on possession of cannabis and utensils and received 60 hours community service. Sergeant Millie Weir and Constable Sean Muir are on patrol in Manurewa when they find a highly intoxicated young woman, Catherine, slumped on the side of the road.
So do you want me to help you move her?
No, her mum's coming to get her.
Well, we can just help you walk her over there.
Oh, no, that's alright, because her mum's coming in like any minute now. My sister's just going to get her.
A friend has been trying to move her, but the dead weight has proven too difficult.
Whereabouts do you live?
And with no idea when Catherine's family are arriving, the officers decide to move her to the safety of the police car. No easy task, given her highly intoxicated state.
Shut up, motherfucker, out of my way.
No.
Shut up.
We're going to get you up, mate. We'll get you right home, mate.
We'll get you home. We'll get you.
Just relax.
Come on,
Just relax.
hey.
Just relax.
Come on, we'll just get you
relax.
home. Come on, we'll get you.
Listen, just relax.
Just relax. We're just taking you home.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Take you home.
Straight up.
Get up. It's all right.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Just we'll handcuff her, eh? Just keep her there.
Yeah, all right. Now just stay there. It's all right, just relax. Just relax. Okay, just relax.
We just want to...
Okay, we're just doing this for your safety.
Okay,
1, 2,
up. Can you let me go first?
Go
Just a minute. We're just doing this for your safety. We're going to get you home, okay?
Yeah.
Where does she live? Get in. Put your feet in. Come on, get your feet in. Get your feet in. Come on, get your feet in. That's it. There you are. You're in the car now. Where do you live? Where do you live?
As they finally get Catherine to the police car, her family arrives.
She's really, really drunk. Are you going to be able to control her? She's really, really drunk.
Can I take her? I'm the mother.
Yeah, you can take her as long as you understand she's really drunk and not happy. Yeah?
That's your daughter then? Yes. Okay.
Okay. Jump up, jump up.
But moving around has all been too much for Catherine. And the inevitable happens as she exits the car.
Do you want her now?
Yes, I'll take her home.
We don't know. We just found her comatised on the footpath. We can give her a bed for the night and just let her sober up and then she can be dropped off home. What do you want to do?
Take her home.
We'll take her home. All right.
Yeah.
Come on, jump up then. Mum's going to take you home.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, you get her up then if you feel you can.
But Catherine has decided she's not going anywhere.
Let me the fuck go.
Shut up. Shut up.
Mom, let me the fuck go. Mom.
You can all do it to give her a bed for the night.
So my mum was going to have to take her with us.
Use my mum. Use my mum. Use my mum. Mama, please, please.
Listen. What's happening? We just need you to jump in, right? No, it's okay.
Let me ask my mum.
Finally, the family get control of Catherine. Millie's only remaining concern is that someone will watch over her while she sleeps it off.
There you are, see, she's in the car now.
Next to mummy, eh? Got me to pull over.
Someone might just need to sit with her. I'd hate to have an obstruction.
It's been the best possible outcome for the family and the police.
Well, you might have been lucky, Sergeant. It's all out of the car, luckily.
Yeah, I know. I did manage to pull her when I could see it coming.
We're almost 10-7.
Auckland Constables Reese Smith and Chong Yang are responding to a report of a suspected car thief. And though the informant says the guy's still around, he's proving difficult to find.
Roger, he's apparently hiding down behind the vehicle. Old Ford Falcon's all I've got. He's wearing black cap, red writing, black jumper.
Copy.
By the front passenger door at the stage.
I'll forward the one, thanks.
Roger.
I think these guys beat us, yeah.
Hey, mate. Hello. What's up, man? Hey?
Trying to lock my doors.
Whose car is it?
One.
What's in your hand?
Hey? Your car.
What's wrong with the car?
I was trying to lock the doors. The door maker, someone tried to break into my car the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they fucked up all the locks. And on this side,
what's wrong with the lock?
Yep, look at it.
Let's have a look at your key, man. There's no lock here, man.
No, there's a lock in there, have a look. You just put it in.
No, there's empty.
Yeah, because someone tried to fucking break into my car. It's the key to the ignition, you tried.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
You a registered owner, are you? You own the car?
No, I'm not the registered owner, but it's my car.
Who you bought it from?
Me.
Do you have any license on you or anything?
No.
No?
Tell you what, someone ring up and say I was trying to break into my own car.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, I'll do a check on the car.
The check reveals that Heath's not the car's owner, and even though he's carrying tools and a selection of car keys, he's intoxicated enough to believe he can talk his way out of this.
Who's these stuff? Yours? What are these for? What is a screwdriver for and the keys?
No, the screwdriver was to lock the door because the locks are all fucked up. It's the only way I can unlock the door.
How long you had this car for?
4 days.
Hey?
4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
Where's it coming out from?
Hey?
Where's it coming out from? Where do you buy it from?
Manuro.
Manuro. Yeah, no, your story just doesn't marry up, eh?
Well, it's not stolen.
It doesn't register to Sean's,
Yeah,
eh?
well, I'm not too sure who it's registered or not. It's registered, and it's warranted.
Right.
And it's not stolen.
These are yours, is it? Cell phone's yours?
Yeah, yes.
What's the number? You know the number?
Nah, just got it.
Hey?
No, just got it.
Just got it.
With an unknown phone and a couple of watches on his wrist, it seems as though Heath's already had a busy night, and things are about to take a turn for the worse. Reese has found the reason for Heath's high.
Yeah, it's an empty bag.
It had meth in it.
Yeah, but wait.
It had meth in that bag.
There's nothing in there.
Yeah, I know.
It's even used.
Yeah, you see a whole lot of crystals still down there?
Hey, crystals, they're saying you bought it.
Yeah, it's still down there.
Still crystals, eh?
Yeah.
Not stupid. In there is a used meth bag with a pipe in it, okay?
A pipe with?
With a straw that's been altered to use it, okay? So why have you got that on you?
No, it's not mine.
No,
It's not yours, even though it's in your bag.
Bowel condition, nothing.
Hey?
Alright.
It's not yours, is that what you're saying?
Well, there was any stuff in it.
That little modified piece of straw.
Hey, how do you take pee out of a plastic straw?
That's how you do your lines.
Oh, okay. Your lines? Oh, can you show me?
Don't play stupid.
I'm not, mate.
You are being stupid.
I'm not.
Heath can pretend he's innocent all he wants, but the evidence found, along with the informant's statement, give police more than enough reason to end his evening of crime.
You've got the right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delaying in private, the right to refrain from making a statement. These rights will be given to you as soon as practicable. Do you understand those rights?
Yeah.
We found a container contains methamphetamine, and he's under arrest for possession of methamphetamine at the moment. And we're going to take him back to the base and process him over there.
In court, Heath was charged with possession of instruments for methamphetamine, which was later withdrawn by leave following negotiation. Next week on Police 10-7, a massive haul has police in high spirits.
Best I've felt all day, Stu. It's the best I've felt all day.
Well, mate, it was a good plan, but it just didn't work.
You fucked up.
And as night falls in Tokoroa, police attention shifts from dope dealing to dealing with dopes. And a drunk driver drowns in his own lies.
You think you probably had a wee bit too much to drink to be driving it?
I'm not actually driving.
Yeah, well, no, unfortunately, the people at the service station saw you driving over here.
Police are called when road rage gets out of control.
They just follow us. They kick our cars. They throw our car keys away. They open the door, throw everything out, and they try to pull me out of the cars.
Yeah, my daughter's in the car. We had to do something about it.
And a lost drunk has police delving to unpleasant depths.
Oh, I knew it was going to be happening. Do you want a handshake?
Tonight on Police 10-7, a massive haul has police in high spirits.
Best I've felt all day, Stu. It's the best I've felt all day.
And a drunk driver drowns in his own lies.
You think you probably had a wee bit too much to drink to be driving it?
I'm not actually driving.
Yeah, well, no, unfortunately, the people at the service station saw you driving over here.
Also tonight, police are called when road rage gets out of control.
They just follow us. They kick our cars. They throw our car keys away. They open the door, throw everything out, and they try to pull me out of the cars.
Yeah, my daughter's in the car. We had to do something about it.
And a lost drunk has police delving to unpleasant depths.
Oh, I knew it was going to be happening. Do you want a handshake?
Christchurch constables Nathan Connolly and Soames Crowther are heading to their first intoxicated driver of the weekend.
We've just got a report of a suspected drunk driver who's in the process of leaving the service station just further up here. He's just parked up at the moment, so we're just going to see if we can have a word to him before he drives away. Is the informant still at the BP?
It's CHI1, just trying to get an update.
Which way? This way, mate, I'll say. It says there's shops on Wooden Road, so we check this way. CFJ. We're just trying to locate this driver with this car. He's apparently in getting a feed and the car's still there, but we haven't been able to locate it at the moment.
There's a restaurant there. You should wear coloured grey.
With confirmation that the suspect is still on the scene, dog handler Bruce Lamb arrives, and then the suspect's car turns up, parked behind an Indian restaurant.
This fella here, I'd say.
Apparently the guy's already picked up his Vindaloo and he's popped next door to get more alcohol for the drive home.
It's your Subaru around the corner here. It is. You think you probably had a wee bit too much to drink to be driving it?
I'm not actually driving it.
Yeah, well, no, unfortunately, the people at the service station saw you drive it over here.
What's your name there, mate? Come around the corner here. Thanks. You got a sniffer in your bag, mate? Go and have a look, mate. Just come around here, thanks. I'll just tell you now, you're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand that?
Am I just been arrested or something?
No, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions, okay? Yep. Have you had anything to drink today?
Yep.
Okay. How did your car get here?
I was just with my friend.
Yep.
Who was across the road, and I came over here and...
Yeah.
Did all sorts of things.
So you've driven your car over here, haven't you?
Yes,
you did, haven't you? Yeah, we know you have because we've got a couple of witnesses who've seen you down there.
In spite of the eyewitnesses, Jim seems to think he can get out of this. But really, his problems are just beginning.
What's going to happen now is we're going to start an EBA procedure, okay? Because you've obviously been drinking, okay? Have you got any ID on you there? You must have your wallet or something with you, have you? Oh, you have got your wallet. Have you got your licence in there?
I don't have a licence.
You haven't got a licence?
No.
Are you a disqualified driver?
I'm not sure actually, because I applied to get my licence back, but I've got a work licence for law enforcement.
Okay.
Go.
Traffic Constable Charlene Porimer goes through the formalities, and the result is what Jim and everyone else expected.
See, it's a foul general. It's a foul general there, okay? So what that means is I now require you to accompany me to Christchurch Central Police Station or other such place for the purpose of an evidential breath test, blood test, or both, all right?
And over at the BP service station, nobody's surprised at the result.
The staff at the BP over the road, one of the ladies there who works there, served the gentleman of this vehicle who pulled up into the forecourt, staggered out of the car, went in, dropped all his change on the counter, bought a packet of cigarettes, then stumbled his way back into the car, got on the car, and then she's watched him drive off the forecourt. She's then called the police, and she's watched him drive into where we are now.
Yeah, can't smoke in the police car, mate.
The weight of evidence proves too much, and finally Jim admits there is no other driver.
I had a few words to him and he's admitted driving across the road, and that when he asked him how much he'd had to drink, he said heaps. So he's had quite a bit to drink.
The owner of the Indian restaurant knows Jim well, and it appears that he's normally much worse.
He's one of my regular customers. He comes probably once a week, sometimes twice a week. And normally he's pissed, really pissed. You know, he can't even sit and wait for food. He just wants us to make it his food first. Sometimes he demands it, and he always stand here by the counter with the help with the counter. He really sometimes really pissed. You can stink it. The breath coming, the cold breath coming out his mouth. So, but today he was quite sober, seems like us. But we are shocked he was drunk today, and people like that should be locked away. You know, it's can be cause a big accident with someone. Yeah, shouldn't be driving at all.
While his car is being impounded, Jim is back at the station getting the results of his breath test.
This gentleman blew 746 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath, and the limit for a person over 20 years is 400.
But Jim failed to turn up to court, and police now have a warrant out for his arrest. When he does appear, he'll be facing drink driving related charges. Constables Tina Perkins and Keith Barker are making their way to a road rage incident which has occurred during Auckland's rush hour, the worst possible time of day.
Get out of the way. Come on, move! Crying out loud.
Bravo Romeo Whiskey, 979.
Steve's there.
Yeah, well, I'm off them now.
AKI, we're also 10-7.
When they arrive at the scene, police find the two parties waiting beside the road and a mother, Nora, clutching her baby, furious at what's just happened.
These two Asian fellas came too close. They knew they weren't going to make it, but they just kept going straight through. What idiots. Who gave them a license? That's all I'm going to say. Who gave them a license? Me and my daughter's in the car. I had to put her there and run out and stand in front of their van to stop them. I wasn't going to let them go. We go back to Australia tomorrow. We got a hired car. If it was our own car, sweet, we wouldn't give a damn. Because it's a hired car and we're not from here, we had to do something about it.
But what Nora's friend John decided to do may have been too much, as Tim explains his side of the story.
Okay, what's actually happened here?
We have a car accident in a highway exit over there, but we cannot stop there, right? So we just keep going because there are too many cars, and they just follow us. And then when and we stop here, I mean, because it's a red light, and they just they kick our cars, they throw our car keys away, they open the door, throw everything out, and they try to pull me out of the car.
Tried to pull you out of the car?
Yes. Yeah, and
which guy was that?
That one was the
this gentleman there?
Yeah. And they said we're gonna be the ambulance.
Is that right?
Yes. There was nothing really serious happened, because I think we hear a little scratch.
Well, at the end of the day, my friend, if you have an accident of any sort, okay, it's your responsibility to stop, okay? That's your responsibility under New Zealand laws. If you have an accident, you are required to stop.
We were really scared because they just said, so I just started ringing the police. I think it would be better if we ring the police, then we open the window and do those things.
Perhaps in hindsight, the fact that you didn't stop at the time is what's escalated into what's happened now, okay? I'm hearing what you're saying to me.
Okay.
At the end of the day, like, what I'm saying to you is, when you do have an accident, you are required to stop by law and exchange details. However minor, you know, this, what it comes down to is people's vehicles get damaged. It costs money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So people get aggrieved because they're going to have to pay for that repair. Yeah?
But who caused the accident isn't Keith's only concern, as he also has the road rage incident to resolve. And whilst John had a right to get angry, he's failed to keep it under control.
Okay, some might say that for every action there's a reaction. However, you've got to know when to draw the line, okay? What you see there's probably quite a lot of damage, isn't it?
Wouldn't get out or give us his details. Got a bit fired up and kept us going.
And because of his reaction, Keith has no choice but to arrest John for willful damage.
We had a good holiday, a very good one until right now. And these two stupid idiots don't know how to drive.
But Tim will also be charged with careless driving and leaving the scene of an accident, though he doesn't face the same dilemma as John, who was planning on flying back to Australia the next day.
Listen, I've got bad news and good news for you. Okay, the good news is you're going to get bailed tonight, okay? The bad news is tomorrow, court is only what we call a JP's court. So what it means is they cannot deal with your matter in the morning. What it means is you're going to have to go to court on Monday. Now I realise that you're going back to Australia, but basically if you then decide to go to Australia tomorrow, what will then happen is when you come back into New Zealand the next time, there's going to be a warrant out for your arrest.
Rather than appear in court, John decided to fly home and now has a warrant out for his arrest. Tim, on the other hand, was convicted on careless driving and fined $250. It's the early hours of Sunday morning, and Auckland Constables Kerry Raitt and Shane Pike have just come across a pair of men in a compromising position.
G'day, mate. No. You been drinking tonight? Are you the driver?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Where does he live? You know?
Sorry?
Where does he live?
He lives in Santo Antonio.
After offering Derek a ride home, John's found himself with a soiled, unconscious passenger, and as he doesn't know where he lives, is now at a loss as to where to go.
You don't know where he lives?
No, he's sort of passed out in the car, so...
He's sort of all of us now, eh?
You awake? He's got a cell phone in here.
Scanning through the phone, Shane finds the number he knows every man can rely on.
Hey, really?
But it seems at this time of night, not even Mum wants to be woken up.
No home, huh?
If an address isn't discovered soon, Derek will spend the night in police cells. So hoping to avoid that option, Shane has another crack at finding his wallet.
Oh, I knew that was going to be happening. Give it a handshake.
Yeah, here's his wallet. Okay, sit back up. Sit up, dude. Lean back. That way.
After digging deeper than desired, Shane finally finds what he's looking for. And a quick check reveals Derek's last known address.
Okay, mate, we've made some inquiries. The last address we can locate him at Milford.
Okay.
Have you got a map book in the car?
Yeah.
Easy to find.
Yeah. I don't know who it might be.
How long have you known this guy?
About 3 or 4 months.
Oh, okay. So, do you know who he lives with?
I know the last person he lived with.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. We're now taking this gentleman home, hopefully to his address in the Milford area. He's incredibly intoxicated, and his friend probably won't be able to get him out of the vehicle or certainly cope with him on his own, so we've decided that it's appropriate for us to follow them home and make sure he gets there safely and in one piece.
On arrival at the address, Derek's condition is much the same.
I'll just go and check if he actually lives there, and then we'll obviously need you to drive right up to the door.
Cool.
Okay?
Okay.
But an occupant of the flat can confirm that this is his home.
Oh, I wouldn't try taking him out, mate. He's out to the count.
Yeah. And he's vomit all over him, so... Yo. Come on, wake up. Come inside.
All right, what we're going to do, Nicky, just drive your car just down the driveway there, mate. You'll see where the path
Can you
is.
back it down?
And, yeah, if you backed it down, it should be a better idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll remove him out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
With the help of his flatmate, Derek finally made it to his bed, oblivious to the evening's adventures, leaving John to clean up the mess Derek made of his car. In Tokoroa, Detective Sergeant Neil Saunders is about to execute a search warrant at a local address after its owners were caught with cannabis in their car. And though Neil is expecting to find some drugs, he's not quite prepared for the sight he's met with inside. Police have already arrested the suspects, so there won't be any surprised guests lurking in this jungle. But traps still pose a threat to their safety.
How many are in there? Chief?
25. 25.
The scale of the operation is one of the largest Neil's ever seen, with plants spread throughout every room in the house.
Come down to sleepy little Tokoroa, eh? They can do whatever they like.
And once they've documented the evidence inside, police begin the mammoth task of removing the plants from the house.
Best I've felt all day, Stu. It's the best I've felt all day.
As the tally mounts, neighbours begin to gather, offering condolences to the growers.
Well, mate, it was a good plan, but it just didn't work.
You fucked up. Busted.
And while the police ward off wandering hands, Neil gathers some samples of his own.
I'll just take random samples so we can get it sent to the ESR and get it tested, whether it's actually cannabis or not.
fairly obvious, even to the uninitiated, isn't it?
From here, they go back to Tokoroa Police Station, where they're locked, obviously in a secure shed, and in due course they'll be destroyed.
One thing's for sure, this crop would have been worth a lot of money if it ever reached the market.
Well, conservatively, I think it's worth about $250 an ounce for decent cannabis head. It's not hard to get 4 ounces off a big cannabis plant like that. Well over 100 mature plants, worth a fortune.
And until police arrived, the growers were set to make a considerable profit, given they only paid $30,000 for the house before gutting it and installing the growing equipment. But the haul doesn't stop with the house. Outside, other officers have made another discovery.
There's evidence of an earlier crop here.
Obviously buried cannabis stalks and the root systems.
You know, they've been known to bury not only cannabis, but money, proceeds of it, cannabis oil in containers, and then dig it up when it's out of season, when the price goes up.
The 137 plants never reached the streets. The only price fetched for this crop was jail time for its owner, who was charged with cultivation and sentenced to 3 years in prison. And as night falls in Tokoroa, police attention shifts from dope dealing to dealing with dopes, as officers Darren Nichols and Dean Plowman stop a carload of teens doing burnouts on the main drag.
You full form as well? You were in the car doing the burnouts for them?
Yeah, we were in the car at the time.
Yeah. What did you do the burnout for?
But burnouts in plain view of police isn't the only foolish act these boys have committed.
What did you bail out of the car for? And take off?
He's only on as restricted, and we thought we're going to get pulled up, and we didn't want to get a fine for him driving with learners, him driving with passengers on his.
So you decided to bail out of your vehicle 10 metres in front of us in a roundabout? Full view, lights, our car. Did you think we wouldn't see you? Well, do you think that's the smartest move you've ever made?
No, we should have stopped and got out.
I mean, in the middle of an intersection there, there's a car coming in behind you as well.
Yeah.
And here you want to bail out of his car so you wouldn't be seen, and you did it right in front of us.
Should have just stayed in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
But the boys didn't stay in the car, and a closer inspection of it has revealed even more problems for its driver, Paul.
What's that down there?
Playing baseball.
What's that for?
Playing baseball.
Are you a baseball player?
Yeah, I know, I play a bit of it.
Okay. How about the car, mate? The Section 202B of the Crimes Act, okay? I'm going to search you and your vehicle, alrighty? Okay, I believe you've got an offensive weapon there, i.e. a baseball bat. You say you're a baseball player, I don't believe you. You don't drive around with a baseball bat in your car. It looks like it's been used to hit lots of various hard metal items.
Stones.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You're going to get a ticket tonight for carrying unrestricted passengers to start with. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to give it back to Dad. Or he can come see me. All right? It'll save you getting locked up for carrying her out in your car. Because, I mean, there's only one reason you're carrying a baseball bat in your car, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And what would that be?
Fence. You don't know who's out there.
You don't know who's out there? No. All right. Still no defence under the law, unfortunately. No. So I'm going to, after we leave here, I'm going down the road, go and see your dad, give it to your dad and tell him what I've done. Because you're only 15, all right? So I've got to tell him that I've spoken to you about it. Okay.
In the end, Paul received a $400 fine for breaching the conditions of his restricted licence. He also received a warning for the baseball bat and burnouts, and the matter was left in the hands of his parents. Next week on Police 10-7, tempers flare when a party runs out of control.
Fuck you, motherfucker! Go, cunt! Fuck you, Dave! Go, cunt!
And a mother counsels her daughter after a cognac-fueled crash.
It's a failed general, so you're now required to accompany me to the Henderson Police Station.
Can I be with you when you do that again?
No.
Tonight on Police 10-7, Auckland police uncover a treasonous crime.
Oh, he's a Hurricane supporter.
And turf wars have police resorting to extreme measures.
Police, on the ground, please, on the ground. If you don't, it will be deemed a threat.
Tempers flare when a party runs out of control.
Fuck you, motherfucker! Go, cunt! you, cunt!
And a mother counsels her daughter after a cognac-fueled crash.
It's a failed general, so you're now required to accompany me to the Henderson police station.
Can I be with you when you do that again?
No, she's an adult. She has to go through the whole process by herself, okay? That's...
Don't, okay? Just don't say anything.
AM in South Auckland, and Delta officer Bill Burrell has just come across a vehicle parked suspiciously in the middle of the Wirrie industrial estate.
Whose vehicle is it, mate? Auntie's vehicle. Where's the keys? No, jump out of the car. Come out of the car. No, jump out of the car. Jump out of the car. Go ahead.
The guy's all over the place, acting as though he's trying to hide something. And when the news on the QVR comes through from comms, Bill knows he was right to be suspicious.
Stolen car. No. Come back over here. No, come back over here. Okay, well, don't worry about the lights, just stay where you are. Don't walk around. If you walk around any further, I'll have to arrest you. Okay? Just stay still and we'll sort it out. Alright?
But in spite of Bill's warning, this guy just can't seem to keep still.
Keep your hands out of your pockets, mate. Keep your hands where I can see them. What's in your hand? No, what's that? No. No, hands up. Get your hands up. You're under arrest.
What for?
Your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest for unlawful taking, okay? Just keep an eye on the ground, see what he's dropped. Alright? Not obliged to say anything. Anything you say may be given evidence. Do you understand? You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delay and in private. You have the right to refrain from making a statement. Do you understand your rights?
The guy's claiming to be called Paul, but he's got no ID, an impressive collection of cell phones, and nothing about him is ringing true for Bill Burrell.
Here, Roger. When were you last in court? I don't care what conviction. When were you last in court? In what court? What for? Pardon me?
Driving.
What else? And what month and what year? You can't remember? So how do I know you are who you say you are?
But it's not only Paul that's having a memory lapse. The girl from the car can't remember his name either.
What's his name again?
I don't know, I've met him once. He was picking up some stuff now.
Okay. You got no ID? No, nothing? Okay, so you tell me when you were last convicted, because if it was you that went to court, if it was this person and this person is you, you will know what you went to court for and you will know what you were convicted for.
No, that's not me then.
Surprise me. Let's go again. You're just adding up all your charges, eh?
Just change the first name.
First name, change it. What is it? Who?
But confessing that he's not really called Paul is only the start of Charles's problems. He shouldn't be driving anything, let alone a stolen car.
Yeah, when were you disqualified from driving?
Just no longer doing.
And your disqualification ends when? 6 months from?
The day I left court.
Which was, well, last couple of weeks ago. So, begs the question, what were you doing driving?
The arrival of more officers means that the stolen car can be searched, and although the initial finds can't be called a crime,
Oh, he's a Hurricane supporter.
what police find in the front seat is much more serious.
Some methamphetamine and some LSD.
Hey?
Checked the guy from a bike, some methamphetamine and LSD. Camera case full of it.
The discovery of Class A drugs means that Charles's night is going to end badly.
Of cooperating. Well, what's the black shit in your brown bag?
Just wait, keep your arms there.
Is it like tuning back or
He's
something?
not Flash. Yeah. Oh, she's reasonably compliant. She's pretty compliant, but he's not.
How do you take it? Do you just chew it or something?
He's got history. I'm not convinced he is who he says he is. You got a notebook? I'll give you the details I got.
But Charles really is Charles, and now he's facing a raft of charges.
He's arrested for stealing the car. A subsequent search of the car has revealed what we believe to be methamphetamine, P, and some point bags. Got 3 or 4 point bags. The female in the car is, we yet to find out exactly who she is. The name she's given us aren't matching with anything, so she's obviously trying to hide something as well.
When Charles went to court, he was charged and found guilty of receiving a stolen vehicle. He was sent to prison for 8 months and ordered to complete 100 hours of community service once his time was served. No charges were laid against his girlfriend.
Status 2-2. Yeah, we're armed. Where do you want us?
Delta, please.
Later on in the night, Bill and his dog are called to a firearms incident in South Auckland. And as he races to join the raid, tensions are running high.
Somewhere out in Mangere, the guy's gone out and had a word to some people that have been tagging some property out there. Some of them have then shown their dislike by producing some machetes and pointing some sort of pistol at the informant.
As police establish their cordons, Eagle arrives overhead.
The informant said that the offenders are still present in the park.
Yeah, we've got a large group down at the park entrance course here.
There's about 10 of them, all male Māoris or police.
And with gang presence confirmed, police start to close in on the scene.
Come, DW3.
Where's 3?
Turning him out. Roger, I'm behind Delta. There's another unit behind me if units can move in. Vehicle, can you stop there?
Listen up. We are armed police. We are armed police.
3-2.
Put your hands in the air, please, so we can just see them. Including the can. Drop the can. Drop the can.
One of these two boys just threw something metallic. One of these two here, out the back. Keep your hands on your head.
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands on your head.
We deemed a threat.
Oh, there it is there, it's a pistol. One of these two here threw it. Keep your hands on the head. Get on the ground.
Now. Lie down on the ground. Get down on the ground. You two.
Get down on the ground.
On the ground. You sir.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
On the ground. On the ground, please. On the ground. Keep your hand on the back of your head. If you don't, it will be deemed a threat.
Time start at 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, we've seen 2 of these boys throw away what looks like a pistol and a machete. But we're going to need another unit or whoever you can muster to come down here so we can search them. At the moment, we've only secured these guys. We're not going to search until another car arrives over.
We've got Charlie, 2 Charlies and OHI on the way.
Even with the guys cooperating, the situation is still tenuous as police are outnumbered. And as they wait for reinforcements, the leader, Jared, begins to rebel.
Just quiet, stay where you are. Just stay where you are. Well, if you know your rights.
That's all I see. Boys, all good.
Stay on the ground, fellas. Keep your hands where we can see them. Hands where we can see them.
But Jared's right to see a search warrant is irrelevant, as he and his mates brandished weapons in public. And as backup arrives, they're searched in spite of his protests.
Okay, listen up.
He's got the biggest attitude.
We're about to search you pursuant to the crime.
You searching, mate?
For offensive weapons. Keep your head down. Hands on your head.
Keep your hands down, mate.
While Jared's been busy collecting details, he's failed to notice that his own number is up. There's no disputing what Bill's seen or the weapons found lying on the ground.
It was definitely one of these two. I saw a couple of metallic items just bing, and then I heard the metallic landing. He's just throwing it from behind him. It was one of those two. These are the guys that are causing the problem, and it was definitely these two that had the weapons. I'm surprised they were dumb enough to hold on to them.
I want to get every single one of them.
As I pulled up, these two boys over here, at least one of them, if not both of them, throwing the items behind their backs, which are here now. It's just an all too common occurrence with gangs in South Auckland. Kid gangs, really. I have no knowledge of this park, but speaking to some witnesses, it's some sort of turf war for them. I suspect one day one of them's going to get killed.
In court, 4 offenders were charged with varying offences, including threatening behaviour, possession of an offensive weapon and presenting a firearm. 3 of the boys were granted diversion and the 4th received 40 hours of community service.
Whenever any violence that happens around the country, man, fucking alcohol's involved. Every single piece of fucking piece of shit that happens in this country, alcohol's poison. But it's not only that, it's people who can't handle the alcohol. People start drinking piss, get a bit carried away, start acting a fool, and then holy, end up in handcuffs. Yeah, I reckon that's what happened to me. It was Friday, just before the weekend. The boys, we all caught up, having a few drinks, enjoying ourselves, that was it. And then out of nowhere, some fellas come walking down the street, started smashing over the bros, and then we're just like, hey.
Alex and his mates had been at a friend's house in South Auckland when they found themselves under the attack of some drunk neighbours. And after a call to police, Constables Eddie Penny and Leighton Morahu went in to intervene.
Yeah, comms 7 I'll give us a couple of minutes. It looks like a couple of guys shaking up here.
At the address, the fight had ended after the attackers retreated back up the road, leaving Alex and his mates shaken, bloodied and angry. Other officers had already started inquiries, and Sharon, the owner of the house, was furious that her family was targeted for no reason.
People come down the street, scaring the shit out of my 3-year-old, causing a fight. They all marched down, and these boys stood there and told me to go away, and they still kept coming. Move back. They got into my garage and they smacked pieces of wood.
And while everyone at this house had the right to be angry, one of Alex's friends made the mistake of taking his frustration out on police. And this is when everything went sour.
Back off, mate. Dude, get over here. Everyone, back over here, all right?
Were you here when that happened?
I don't have to be when I
get back around here.
now. You calm down.
Officers' efforts to calm the situation had little effect, and one of the guys, Sonny, let his anger get the better of him.
Hey, just stay back there, mate. Just stay back there.
Let him smack him up, man.
Wait. Brother, let him go, man.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Get him!
Stay here, all right?
Oh, you fuck you! Put him in my teeth. I'll take him home. I'll take him home.
You're sad, motherfucker!
You're all good, mate. Get in there.
Jesus Christ, son!
Sky here, been a bit abusive. He's gone and run inside. We've gone to arrest him for disorder. So at the moment there's possibly another 2 to be arrested for this obstruction.
As Sonny continued ranting in the police car, Alex and Kane decided it was their turn to get involved.
You don't need to go. No, you don't need to get in front, brother. Let him go, man. Okay. All right. Hands behind your back. And arrest for obstruction, okay?
Because I'm the biggest.
All right. Told you before. Let him go. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, mate. Get out of the way.
And when Alex was led away, his mate Kane ignored Eddie's warnings.
Get out of the way, mate.
And when he interfered with the arrest, things went from bad to worse.
I'm handcuffed, cunt! Fuck! You love it, You love it! You fucking love him, bro!
Shit, man, fucking bullshit. See, military, man, spend 2 years in the fucking military, you still get fucking handcuffed. Piece of fucking shit.
With the troublemakers contained, police continued their inquiries. But for Sonny, Kane and Alex, their night was at an end.
The boy was playing up, all right?
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to take him
I know. Okay, but he's arrested for breach of the peace. Since he's playing up, when I get him out of the house, I told you, I said to you before in the house, back off, leave him alone, he's under arrest. I told you twice, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
Man, hold your
okay?
on your boys,
I know.
This kind of shit, and you
right,
were wearing that coloured uniform. The fuck
try
would
to
you
take
do?
him.
Would you give him over?
No, go away.
Would you give him over? Answer my question.
Settle down, mate, all right? Okay, look.
No.
That's why you're sitting in the back there. All right, you could be here with your family tonight having a good time, but nah, you're going to spend the night in the south, mate. How clever are you?
And back at the station, the boys had time to reflect on their actions.
I could have shut my fucking mouth for a start.
I reckon just the way it happened is the way it was probably supposed to happen. Like the pigs say they'll give up on their own bros, even if they didn't wear their uniform, but they're full of shit. Fucking no one gives up on their mates, and that's all I was doing, man. I saw one of my bros marking off at the police, just trying to cause him more trouble, try to stop it. Arrested. But I suppose I didn't listen, so it's my fault. Yeah, my fault as well. I didn't listen. Keep trying to hold him, trying to put him away. But you don't give in your bros, no way. Not for a blue uniform, that's for sure.
After a short time in the cells, the three boys eventually cooled off and were released. Sonny and Kane were discharged, whilst Alex was granted diversion. No charges were laid in relation to the fight between the two parties.
Go details, comms.
Got a time delay now of 10 minutes as the court taker had to try and verify it. Carvey lamppost, ambos have been requested.
Copy, have they given any indication of injuries?
Unknown at this stage.
Just responding to a priority 1V motor vehicle accident. It's car v lamppost. Got no indication of injuries or anything at the moment. Ambulances have been requested, so we're just heading out to respond to it and give an update to comms. Comms SZI 10-7 the 1V now. Ambos are 10-7 also.
When Auckland Constables Bruce Wilson and Darren Neves arrive, they expect the worst as they find ambulance staff working amidst a mass of metal.
Yeah, we're 10-7, one female occupant, status 3, her car's a total write-off. She's sideswiped a power pole here. There's no problems with the pole and it's not blocking the road. What's he says?
I reckon he's only doing about 80 k's. So
yep.
He's just clipped the curb further down the road. And
so she's been coming this way, northbound?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she's just lost control basically. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From eyewitness accounts and the state of the car, it's a surprise the driver hasn't suffered any injuries.
There's 21, single occupant in the vehicle.
22.
Did you have 22? Did you have your vehicle, or did you have your seatbelt on?
Yes.
You did? Yeah. ETOH on the breath.
Yeah.
Other than that, no other injuries found.
Yep.
She doesn't want to go in with us. What I'll do is I'll just grab blood pressure, all that other stuff, grab her details, have her sign off, and leave it to you then.
Yep, no, that's cool. Yep,
okay.
Cool.
And despite the arrival of Jay's mother, she's still a little shaky from the crash. Indications are it's not all due to shock.
At this stage, she's got alcohol in her breath, which the ambulance have confirmed. So once they've got some details, she's not that badly injured. We'll probably be taking her back to the station to process her for drink driving, just to confirm. Very, very lucky. She's actually had to be crowbarred out of the car because the doors were that bent from the crash. How much have you had to drink tonight?
A couple.
A couple. Just going to do a passive test, which is the first test on the thing. So I just need you to speak.
Drive Albany.
Okay, so that's a fail. So that indicates to me that you have some sort of alcohol in your breath. Okay, so I now require you to undergo a breath screening test without delay. Have you done one of these tests before at a checkpoint or anything? Okay. It's nice and simple. Big breath and just blow until it tells you stop. Keep going, keep going. Yep, that's the one. That's a fail general. Okay, so that means it indicates that you're over the limit. Okay, you're now required to accompany me to the Henderson Police Station or other such place for the evidential breath test, blood test, or both.
Can I be with you when you do that again?
No, she's an adult. She has to go through the whole process by herself. Okay. She can talk to a lawyer, and that's the only thing that she's allowed to do.
But she's not capable of doing that tonight.
That's...
Don't, okay? Just don't say anything, and we'll sort it out tomorrow.
Despite her mother's concerns, Jay's decision to drink and drive has now left her with no choice but to accompany police back to the station, where the result of a final breath test comes as no great surprise.
Okay, so your evidential breath result is 822 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath, and the limit is 400, so you're 2 and a bit times over the limit.
But being over twice the legal limit doesn't stop Jay from battling on, and she accepts the only other option she has left.
You're going to go for a blood test, eh? Okay, yeah, do you want to get a blood test on the way? She's taken for the blood test, so we have to get that sent away to Porirua, and we'll wait about maybe a week, 2 weeks' time. That result's going to come back to us, and then from there I'll summons her to court. I still believe she will be over, so we just have to wait for that, and then I'll be doing a bit of analysis tonight for the crash as well, and there'll probably be a charge in association with the accident as well. Yeah, quite a high result, and it's obviously her first time, so it's a bit of a new situation for her. Hopefully she learns.
When the blood test results returned, they proved conclusively that Jay was over twice the legal limit. That night she had her licence suspended for 28 days.